Everybody ready?
Let's make sure Diane's ready there.
Yeah, she just gave me the heads up. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome, council and staff. Today's Wednesday, August 13th, 2025. Now, on this day in history, it's recognized as World Organ Donation Day. Day when we celebrate to raise awareness about the importance of organ donation. I remind those who are in attendance today to ensure that your communication devices are either shut off or placed on vibrate. For those that are joining with us virtually, we welcome you. This meeting will be streamed live and recorded for public viewing in the town's YouTube page. We acknowledge that this land on which we are gathered today is part of the ancestral land of the Chippewa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi peoples, referred to collectively as Anishinaabe. It is through the connection of the Anishinaabe with the spirit of the land, the water, and air that we recognize their unique cultures, traditions, and values. Together, as treaty people, we have a shared responsibility to act with respect for the environment that sustains all life, protecting the future for those generations to come. Also, I would ask you to, if you have a pecuniary interest, please declare it at the appropriate time. I will indicate right off the bat, I will be declaring at 8.4. I see nothing listed as delegations. Clerk, nothing's been added to them.
Nothing's been added, Your Worship.
Okay, business arising from previous meetings on 5.1. Anything added to that, Clerk?
Nothing's been added, Your Worship.
Okay, let's go to item 6.1. I have a motion by Councillor Wolbett, seconded by Councillor Van Claveren. The minutes be adopted by council, and those confidential minutes of the closed sessions of council remain confidential and restricted from public disclosure in accordance with the exemptions provided in the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. It would be our planning council meeting minutes of July the 28th, our regular council meeting minutes of July the 30th, the Waterside Estates Drain Consideration meeting minutes of July 30th, the Park Drain Consideration meeting minutes of July 30th, all 2025. Council, you've had an opportunity to review them. Are there any questions? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, let's go to item 6.2. Moved by Deputy Mayor McEwen, seconded by Councillor Van Claveren. The minutes be adopted by council, and those confidential minutes of the closed sessions remain confidential and restricted from public disclosure in accordance with the exemptions provided in the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. That would be Plan 28 and 486 of the Quarter Revision meeting minutes of July 30th, 2025. Also, you've had a chance to review them. Any questions? All those in favor? That is carried. Okay, council, we'll go to item 6.3, councilors' reports. Deputy?
Yes, Ms. Rodriguez, you usually have something to report. What do you got?
Thank you. I just had the executive meeting as the State Cliff Conservation Authority. I did send an email out to everybody because there were a couple of items on there of importance, and the purpose of the meeting was for changing the pay scale. And, the 6 steps of pay scale. They hadn't done that since 2006, so they updated it. But there was also concern because the province has appointed a newly appointed chief executive conservation officer.
Yeah, how's that going to affect you?
Well, the conservation authorities are very worried because the purpose of it will be to make conservation authorities more streamlined, run more efficiently, or in their mind, what efficient means. So they feel like that's going to be more cuts from the province, which would then get passed on to municipal tax base. which is worrisome because we're also looking now at the increase in wages. And on top of that, they're creating this new asset reserve for infrastructure, which is gonna equivalent to 1.5% levy on the tax base. So there's a lot of serious conversations to have and how we can try and keep that all realistic for the tax. So that was basically the.
Sure.
Deputy, through you to Councilor Rodriguez, when you say dollar cuts, are they looking at funding to come to the Conservation Authority from the province, or are we looking at cutting staff and wages and stuff like that? Any indication on that?
Yes, so there was a brief discussion, but that was the executive committee, so it has to kind of go more to the entire committee for further discussion on, and they plan to bring back a report, you know, maybe not filling some positions or coming back positions is on the table, you know, if that's possible. Cutting in other areas where they might have invested, not invest anymore in capital projects or something. So everything, basically. This point.
Thank you, Deputy.
And there was, I just want to add, it is under recommended reading about the new position. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Vacy. Mr. Vacy.
Not much to report. We didn't have Parks and Rec this month. I did get an email from a concerned citizen about the condition of the trail and maintenance thereof, which I assured them we are on. We know it's aging. We know it's something we gotta do, so it's something we're looking at. Mr. De Silva and I have talked about it, so yeah, it is on our radar. We know it gets used a ton, so
Yes.
you're on it. That's all I have.
Is that it? Mr. Woolwick?
Thank you. We had a fire board meeting on Monday night. Our training and certification is going very well. Chief says we will meet our target and our guideline for 2026, so that's good news for us and for our whole fire department, to be honest with you. Just a little update here on the old fire truck. It's in Sarnia, getting the new engine put in it now. They were hoping to have it ready for the fall fair, but it's going to be close, so it may not happen. The other thing that's being looked at behind the scenes are Lambton Shores fire agreement, which was discussed a few months ago. That's kind of in negotiation, which is pretty important too. Other than that, yeah, it's things are going good. Oh, the fire ban questions were asked around whether there's going to be a fire ban, and not yet. And I'm not so sure after the rain, but I think the chief, what he told us was that he preferred to see the county make a decision like that, so that everybody is kind of on board, you know, all at once. So he says the fire chiefs, all the fire chiefs are going to be discussing it shortly. Other than that, I guess the final thing would be, since we spent a few bucks on it, is ladder truck number 3 is now up and ready, and training is done, and she's in service.
Excellent.
So
Beautiful.
that's all I have.
So maybe we'll see that other old truck though in the Christmas parade.
The old ladder truck or the old?
No, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice for sure.
Mr. Van Claveren.
Well, thank you, Madam Deputy Mayor. As you could tell, a lot of drainage projects on the go, including multiple ones on tonight's agenda, and at 6 p.m. The Court of Revision for the Fieldview Estates drain. And a reminder of Lambton County's plowing match at the farm of Keith Hart. So last year it was on the east side of the farm, this year it's on the west side of the farm. And that's on Saturday, August 30th at 5586 London Line. That's all I have to report.
Good. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. I was just checking to see
Well, I can help.
a couple things. First of all, I had the opportunity, along with our deputy mayor, to address Oil Springs Council and congratulate them on their 160th. As we're aware, they had a celebration weeks back and was very well received, and we congratulated them on behalf of town of Plympton-Wyoming. I had an opportunity to attend a presentation hosted by SLEP by MPP Bayliss and Pinsonneau on the rural Ontario development. It's a new, it replaces the rural economic development, I believe, program that's now being laid out available. There are some things in there that could interest us, and I've left all the information and the paperwork with our CAO on his return to review. I attended the Environmental, Fire and Special Events Committee meeting, and this Saturday, the Fins and Fenders is going to be at Cave Park. Car show, music, bring your lawn chairs, there's food trucks available. Special events is involved with that as well. And also too, I just came from a police board meeting. And on Saturday, I had the opportunity to attend the Watford Corn Fest, where Mayor Kasel invited several local mayors to attend. Resident Evan Van Gorp had the Memorial Cup there, and they were doing autographs and pictures. I did inform Mayor Case that we in Plympton-Wyoming had it the year before, so we already knew what it was looking like. Okay. Maybe rub him a little bit on that. And last Friday, I had the opportunity to attend the official opening of Prosperity First Financial here in Wyoming, which is a new office that they've opened just to the south of our new Italian restaurant. Got to cut a ticker tape, which I've never done before, but that was a good opportunity, and we wish them the very best of success in their municipality. So that's what I've been doing. Deputy, what about you?
No, I haven't been doing too much. Committee of adjustment and well, that's about it.
Okay.
You reported the oil springs and
Yeah.
I think that's about it from all council.
All right, Councilor Rodriguez.
Thank you. I just wanted to comment on the Committee of Adjustment. I think, was that the second dwelling application that's come through since passing of the legislation?
Yes, that would, yeah, that's completed, yes. Yeah. I think,
Quite an interesting,
oh,
it
sure,
was a whole interesting thing.
it was very interesting, yes. So, yeah. Interesting is a good word. That's it, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Deputy Clerk, have we, has Councilor Bojan joined us yet?
I do not see him on here.
No problem, just checking. I don't want to miss him. All right, let's go to item 7.1. Nothing on that, clerk, Deputy Clerk, I mean.
No items.
All right, let's go to item 8.1. I have a motion by Councilor Rodriguez, seconded by Councilor Vaizey. That the report by Adam Sabansky, Chief Administrative Officer, dated August the 1st, 2025, regarding an application for funding from the Ontario Trillium Foundation, 2025 seed grant recommendation be received, and that council supports the application to update the existing community improvement plan and grant program to include Kamlaki business area and to include additional economic development initiatives. Council, you've had a chance to review that. Any questions? All those in favor? That is carried. All right, now we get into some good reports. 8.2, motion by Councilor Van Claveren, seconded by Councilor Wolvett. The report prepared by Ryan Tamming, Drainage Coordinator, dated August 5th, 2025, regarding the Annette Drain tender be received, and that the tender for McNally Excavating Limited for $136,391, including HST, be accepted, and that bylaw 85 of 2025 be approved. Taking this having been read 3 times, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. Mr. Tamming is with us if there's any questions. Councilor Vaizey?
Yes, through you to Mr. Tandy, how confident are we in this company's ability to complete the job? Just with their history of the latest year or so that when we got going on right now that didn't get completed and cost us a lot more money, so.
Through mayor to council, they have been actively working in the last, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, completing repairs from last year's work. They are showing that they're willing to get it done. I am confident that they're able to complete this work.
Okay, thank you.
May I add to that?
Yes, Councilor Van Claveren.
Thank you very much. I see that same contractor's been awarded to the next 2 jobs also. That's 3 in total. And I'm confident that they have the know-how and have the equipment, but that's a fair bit of work for. We're quite comfortable.
Yeah, through mayor to council, I have spoken with the contractor about that exact topic. Will this be too much work for them this fall? But they have given me every confidence that they have the staff to complete this work, so.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anything further? All those in favor? Great. Eight point three. Moved by Councilor Van Claveren, seconded by Councilor Wolbett. The report prepared by Ryan Tammy, Drainage Coordinator, dated August 5th, 2025. Regarding the McDonald Giltley and McDonald Drains tender be received. The tender from McNally Excavating Limited. $1,199,043.43, including HST, be accepted in the bylaw 87 of 2025 be approved and have been taken and read 3 times, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. Questions on this one? Councilor Rodriguez.
So considering the size of this project, is there a timeline given to him for all these 3 projects?
Yes, through mayor to council. I don't have that deadline in front of me right now. I can look that up in a few minutes.
May 20th.
Or May 20th of next year would be the deadline for the works to be completed.
On this particular project?
Yeah, each tender has a project deadline. So they all have a specific deadline that the works need to be completed by.
All right, thank you.
Nothing further? All those in favor? Great. 8.4, I'll be declaring a conflict, Deputy.
Yeah, thank you.
Please step over.
Moved by Ms. Rodriguez, seconded by Mr. Vacy, that the report prepared by Ryan Tamming, Drainage Coordinator, dated August 5, 2025, regarding the McCall O'Donnell Drain tender be received, and that the tender from McNally Excavating Limited for $219,107, including HST, be accepted, and bylaw 86 of 2025 be approved and taken as having been read 3 times, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. You want us to keep going?
Okay, council, let's go to item 8.5. Moved by Councilor Wolbett, seconded by Councilor Van Claveren, that the report prepared by Ryan Tamming, Drainage Coordinator, dated August the 5th, 2025, regarding the Arrow Road Drain Culvert Replacement tender be received, and that the tender from Bruce Poland and Sons Trucking Incorporation, $37,978.17, including HST, be accepted, and that bylaw 84 of 2025 being taken as having been read 3 times, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. Any questions on this one? All those in favor?
Carried.
Okay, item 8.6. Moved by Counselor Van Claveren, seconded by Deputy Mayor McEwen, that the report by Ryan Tamming, Drainage Coordinator, dated August the 5th, 2025, regarding a request for drain improvements of Canton Drain be received, and that council appoints M. Garrett's Consulting Incorporated under Section 78 of the Drainage Act to produce a report based on the improvement request received August the 5th, 2025. Any questions on this one? Councilor Wilbett.
This is down at our property, down there at Reese's Corner. So is it the open part of the ditch that's highlighted here in red that's going to be moved?
So through mayor to council, the red line that's highlighted there is the proposed new location. The drain currently runs through the open field, and it's restrictive to development on that portion of the lot. So we're planning on hoping to realign that to make the property more appealing.
Okay, so it runs right through the middle of the field.
Yes.
That part, like in the south side of the buildings, or? Oh, I see it. Mine's not showing it up too clear. There's a dotted line across the road, green. Yeah, right there. See, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, so the red line would be through mayor to council, the red line would be the new running line for that green line that's sweeps west and then south.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all those in favor? Carried. All right, council, let's go to item 9.1. The motion by Councilor Rodriguez, seconded by Councilor Vaizey, that bylaw 82 of 2025 being a bylaw to enter into an agreement with the Huron Shores Optimist for the use of public facilities, taken as having been read 3 times and finally passed, the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly, and that council waive the $80 agreement fee. All those in favor? Carried. Let's go to item 9.2. I have a motion by Deputy Mayor McEwen, seconded by Councilor Van Claveren, that bylaw 32 of 2025 for the Annette Drain being a bylaw to provide for drainage works in the town of Plympton-Wyoming in the county of Lambton be taken as having been read a 3rd time, finally passed on the 13th day of August 2025, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. All those in favor? Carried. Okay, item 9.3. Motion by Councilor Rodriguez, seconded by Councilor Vaizey, that bylaw 31 of 2025 for the McCall O'Donnell Drain being a bylaw to provide for drainage works in the town of Plympton-Wyoming, county of Lambton, be taken as having been read a 3rd time to finally pass on the 13th day of August 2025. And the mayor and the clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. All those in favor? Carried. Nine point four, moved by Councilor Vaizey, seconded by Councilor Rodriguez. Collection bylaw 83 of 2025 for maintenance, repair, and improvement of drainage works within the town of Plympton-Wyoming for the 2024 year be taken as having been read 3 times, finally approved, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly, and that the cost of works completed be assessed to property owners based on the attached schedules of assessment and collected in the manner outlined within the bylaw. All those in favor? That is carried. Okay, let's go to the supplementary agenda item. It was 9.5.
Worship, I'll be declaring.
Thank you. All right, thank you, counselors. Council, I have a motion by Councillor Van Claveren, seconded by Deputy Mayor McEwen. That bylaw 89 of 2025 being a bylaw to enter into an agreement with the Wyoming Lions Club for the use of public facilities be taken as having been read 3 times and finally passed, and the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly, and that council waive the $260 agreement and gazebo rental fee. Council, you've heard the motion. Any questions? All those in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Okay, council, let's go to item 11.1. I have a motion by Councillor Vaizey, seconded by Councillor Rodriguez. Correspondence items A to C related to recommended reading and routine approval and information items not otherwise addressed by resolution be noted as received by the Plympton-Wyoming Council and filed accordingly. That's items A to C. Beginning on my left, anything? Sure. Nothing? Councillor Van Claveren?
Thank you, sir.
Councillor Rodriguez?
I am B. I would support that resolution. I would like to support that resolution. Although we don't have issues here, if there's issues happening elsewhere. I feel it's nice to support effort.
Okay. Just the one?
Well, the other two were the ones, thank you letter for the donation to, so on behalf of that committee, thank you very much. And the other one I did mention under council reports about the new position.
Councillor Vaizey?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, before we get going, I need a seconder for the motion that Councillor Rodriguez wanted to pull out.
Second that, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Van Claveren? Thank you. I'll reread it. Moved by Councillor Vaizey, seconded by Councillor Rodriguez, that the correspondence items A and B related to recommended reading and routine approval and information is not otherwise addressed by resolution be noted as received by the Plympton-Wyoming Council and filed accordingly. All those in favor? A little light on arms there, folks. I know we've been doing a lot. You're what there? All right, moved by Councillor Rodriguez, seconded by Councillor Van Claveren, that the council support correspondence item C from St. Catharines regarding AMO re-elect respect pledge. All those in favor? It's a little better. Easy, still slow, but that's okay. All right, let's go with new business. Item number 12. Councillor Wolbett.
Did not have any, sir.
Councillor Vaizey.
Question, this would be through to Mr. De Silva, I would believe. With us being responsible for health and safety of our contractors when they're working for us, we have something in place that we're checking that stuff?
Yes, sir. Through your worship, yes, we do check their health and safety policies at the beginning of construction.
we're also currently developing our own health and safety policy that has a contractor questionnaire. And they have to fill out and provide a bunch of documentation to us. That has not been finalized yet, but it's currently in development.
Perfect.
Thank you. All I have.
Okay, Counselor Van Claveren.
Nothing for me, sir.
Sunflowers are doing good.
Oh, tip top.
Counselor Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you. I have a few items.
Want to grab a snack, folks?
I just wanted to mention, and it's hard to know what the new emails are, but I know in general, it's hard to know. And maybe everybody got the emails. One was from Amy or Alicia.
Upstairs.
Yes, about the stairs at Dalrymple. So I did say that I would, I said that if it went to all council, Mr. Vasey, I'm sure would reply to her as the.
I think numerous ones of us have replied, but I'll refer to Mr. De Silva for an answer on that one, but.
Oh, all I was gonna say is that I told her I would bring it up under new business so that we do acknowledge it. And I'm sure that, I mean, my response to her was that it is a Parks and Rec and Public Works, and I'm sure that it's on your radar. But I would certainly support. I did go down on myself, so I do appreciate what she's saying.
Mr. De Silva, could you give us an update, please?
Sure, through your worship, those were, so we had cordoned them off temporarily. And yesterday we did get an opportunity to make the repairs that were needed, so it is open now.
Oh, excellent. Good to hear. Okay, so that's that. And then there was so this one goes with this one. So there was also an inquiry about Indwell. Expanding their supportive services. Are you aware about that one? So I did, because it's been on social media too, a lot of people talking about Wyoming having a location. So I did speak with because Lori Kerrigan is on the LCRTC committee with me, so I know she's kind of involved in social services area. So she put me through to Melissa just to get some clarification on. And I think part of it is the difference between supportive housing and affordable housing. Because I'm being on county, I know you're aware that Wyoming is on the docket for an expansion of affordable housing, which is not supportive housing. So that might be where she felt some of the confusion might be happening with the Wyoming doesn't have all the necessary infrastructure in place like transit and things like that to even support supportive housing. So it would not be on the radar for this area or anybody who wants.
Yes, and if I may add to that, Counselor, one individual did reach out to me. They had some concern because it was we now have the bus service.
Correct.
And I informed that individual that the bus service is totally separate. That was asked for by our residents.
Yeah.
We were able to make the deal with the Huron Shores Transit. It's totally a separate thing, and I did have the same conversation with that individual about Indwell. So,
Okay, perfect.
I think that individual did send something out to most of the counselors.
Yeah, and I'm sure he did. So I just wanted to bring it up here because I did speak with Melissa directly, and I'm sure they knew all that too. So. Okay.
Yeah.
That was that.
All right.
It wasn't too bad.
All right, thank you. Deputy, anything from you?
Well, about these emails that are coming through that you can't answer.
Yes.
I think they're a bit of a pain. Can that be changed?
Yes, clerk.
I have contacted our website provider on the new format and they are working for a fix on that, but I can show you how to
Show me how
a
to.
little workaround until they have that updated.
Well, I mean, I can answer them, separately if I just go into their email address, but it would be nice just to click on
Yeah,
and away we go.
if you click reply, copy their email address and just put it in the to. That's how you do it for now. But they were aware that it doesn't populate itself. I'll show you. And I apologize, but it's not available the way the new website works.
I fully support you because Erin has heard from me on that subject matter too.
Oh, okay, at least I don't feel.
No, you're not alone. It's like, why can't I just hit reply?
Fancy word too, babe.
Yeah. Got confused on that one.
What we pay for that?
Oh, no, and there was one came through about wildfire, being aware of wildfires along the lakefront, like there's a threat there because of this dryness now. And I'm sure that, you know, the fire department is very well aware of what might happen, so.
There, yep.
He's been monitoring it pretty closely.
Yes,
Chief has, yeah.
Okay. And that's all I think I have.
Okay, Councilor Wolbett, back to you.
Just on the notifications that we get, the way I get it on my computer, I don't know who else on council has been notified. So on, let's say, the Alicia situation, you know, I emailed her back because her email's right on the notification that said, I will talk to the public works manager on Monday morning. But then I find out almost everybody got the same thing. No, I mean, I didn't know that. So here we are all, you know, heading to town hall to, you know, talk about it. And Bob, we already know about that. So everybody else does too. So I don't know, there's a way that we know that the rest of council has got the same complaint. Because we all want to answer to our constituents, right? You want to answer back. So it would be nice to know if all council got, but I don't know how you do that, but. I mean, if you get an email, you know exactly who got it, right?
Yeah.
No secret to it, I guess.
I think I'm finding that most of the residents, and it's to their benefit as well, they send it out to everybody. Hoping that they're gonna get some response back.
Yeah.
And you know, as elected officials, it's our responsibility to respond to our ratepayers. And not ignore them, but Clerk, he might have some more information on that.
Technical part.
Yeah.
I think it's hard because residents could choose to pick one representative of council, or they could pick all of them, and that's their choice. There's no way for us to go in the back end and see what emails have been sent privately between a resident and council member, so I wouldn't be able to see that person A sent it to 7 versus 3. Like that's kind of a confidential conversation you're having through the website with the constituents, so there's no way to know. The other thing is we should be careful about group emails in general. To begin with, right? So individually coming is probably a better thing, but yeah, we can't see whether you've all got it or not, and it's up to the resident to choose who they want to send it to.
Yeah, I guess the conclusion is that Paul will have to deal with 7 people from time to time instead of.
You're 7 then?
That's.
And same thing on the remarks around this. Well, I got a hold of the clerk. What the heck what is that? Like, I didn't even know. We had to look it up. Realize what I was talking about, but rumor got spread. The information I got in Wyoming that's what we were going to do here, and the bus stop was going to accommodate those individuals. And I said, I didn't even know what you're talking about, let alone the bus stop. It's totally different. So
It was quite, if I may, it was quite widely talked about on the Sarnia Facebook group pages too about Wyoming. So it wasn't just here in
I
Wyoming.
don't get this.
It's quite spread out.
I don't get the Sarnia paper, so I didn't even know what. And I called Aaron, I said, do you know what that is? And we'll find out, so. So anyways, I said, told the individual, like, got that rumor mill. So,
You need to stay at the coffee shop.
yeah, but that guy don't go to coffee shop, so anyways. Rumor.
Sarnia.
Yeah.
We need to look at the Sarnia
So,
Yeah.
council.
Yeah, I know, everybody knows, but I know, I'm like, wow.
You certainly learn who Windwell is then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's it for new business. Clerk, we have nothing under closed.
Thank you, worship.
So before we do 14, I guess we have to do a drainage, do 14 and 15. Close down the meeting. So basically, we have business is completed at this stage. We'll come back. We have a drainage meeting at 6 o'clock sharp. Councillor Van Claveren will be taking the chair on that. And so this time, folks, we're going to be taking a 15-minute, 20-minute break, I should say, and we'll be returning at 6 for a drainage meeting, and then we will close down our regular council meeting. So if you've been with us virtually, thank you very much.
I know you tonight.
Like it. It is 6 o'clock and we welcome you to the Court of Revision meeting this evening. I'm John Van Claveren, Chair of the Drainage Committee. Allow me to welcome you to the chambers, or if you're online with us tonight, welcome as well. It's worthwhile to learn and be part of what's happening in your community. This is a formal meeting subject to the standard rules of decorum. We kindly ask you to set your phones on vibrate or turn them off, please. And just be reminded there is a pretty sensitive microphone in the ceiling that can really pick up the side chat or anything like that. Tonight's meeting, once again, is the Court of Revision for the Fieldview Estates drain. If there's any pecuniary interest or conflict of interest, now is a good time to announce that and excuse yourself if necessary. The purpose of the Court of Revision is to hear appeals from landowners regarding the schedule of assessment only, as set out in the engineer's report dated July 2nd, 2025 for the Fieldview Estates drain. The Court of Revision has no authority to change the engineer's report in any way. The schedule of assessment may be altered, but the total must remain the same. If one assessment is reduced, then the other assessments must be increased to balance. Allow me to introduce the members of the court and staff that are present. Councillors Bob Wolvette, Mike Vasey, Christian Rodriguez, our Deputy Mayor Nettie McEwen is here, our Drainage Coordinator Ryan Tamming, Drainage Clerk Jessica Wilson, Director of Public Works Paul Da Silva, Diane Gould Brown, our Executive Assistant, Norma Roddick Priest is here, and our engineer on the product on the the project is Mike Garretts of Mike Garretts Consulting. Mr. Garretts will now speak in regards to the assessment schedule. Floor is yours.
To the chair and to the court. So I have not received any appeals on this drain. The drain was generally assessed at with 65% of the estimated cost as a benefit assessment and the remainder as an outlet assessment to upstream properties based on equivalent hectares. There is a significant special benefit on this to the requesting landowner, which was agreed to lower the cost for the adjacent landowners. And it shows up as a special benefit in the special benefit column. That's all I have to say.
Very good. Any questions from the gallery at this point? Anybody, landowners that have any questions on the assessment? How about on council or on the court? Anybody have a question there? I have a motion in front of me signed by Councillor Vasey and seconded by Councillor Wolvette that the court confirms the report dated July 2nd, 2025 for the Fieldview Estates drain as submitted by the engineer. All in favor? It's carried. I have another motion moved by Councillor Bob Wolvette, seconded by Councillor Vasey that the Court of Revision meeting for Fieldview Estates be adjourned. All in favor? Thank you, everyone that attended. I'm short and sweet. I appreciate being here with us. Zero yelling.
Okay, welcome back. For those that are watching, I have a motion by Councillor Van Claveren, seconded by Councillor Wolvett. That bylaw 88 of 2025 being a bylaw to confirm all resolutions to the council meeting held August 13th, 2025 be taken as read 3 times and finally passed. The mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the said bylaw accordingly. All those in favor? Is carried. And I have a motion by Councillor Basie, seconded by Councillor Rodriguez, that the regular council meeting be adjourned until the next regular meeting to be held on August 27th, 2025, and seen at 5 p.m. All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much, everyone. Council, have a safe drive home.